Welcome to the third episode of El Mejor Inglés. My name is Juan More and I'm Dominican, just like you. Now, I've been a teacher for a long time, but I always try to find something new every day, and you should do that too. All right, so the main topic for today is, the show for today is called Start and Stop, and the main topic is about how to pronounce the beginning S. The issue here is that if you're a native Spanish speaker, you will usually pronounce an ES sound before any words that start with S. Let me give you the most famous examples are the title of this video, Start and Stop. Now, usually a Spanish speaker, when they're not paying attention, they will usually say a start and a stop and a school. Oh yes, I went today to a school. This issue happens not because the Spanish speakers are not paying attention. The issue happens because in Spanish, there are no words that start with S. In fact, when you have a word in English that starts with S, the Spanish word normally starts with E. Think about spaghetti or school, right? In Spanish, spaghetti is espagueti, and in Spanish, school is escuela. So it's not our fault, it's a habit that we have to pronounce ES before the S word. So when you're talking and you're not thinking about it, you go back to this habit of saying S and then the S sound with the word. Why is it important, right? Why is it important that we fix this issue? Well, because when a native English speaker hears you say school and stop, they will know immediately that you speak Spanish. That's not a problem. It's great that you speak two languages, but you also want to speak the English language correctly, and you don't want to immediately tell another person that it's your second language just because you can't pronounce that one word. All right, so it improves your pronunciation, so this is good. Let's look at it from that point of view. So the next question is, how can I fix it? Fixing it is actually easier than you think, but it will take longer than you think, all right? So one of the ways that you can fix this issue is just by knowing that it exists. Once you know that you have this issue, and people can let you know, your teachers can let you know, people around you will let you know, hey, when I say stop, do I say a stop? When I say school, do I say a school? So you have to be honest with yourself and accept it if you do it. That's the first part. The second part is an easy exercise. Whenever you have a word that starts with S, you should start by pronouncing an S sound like a snake, right? You should say stop. This is just an exercise, of course, and hopefully with a lot of practice, you will actually become better and shorten the S until it just sounds like a natural S sound like an American would make. Okay, now we're going to go over a couple of words that we will use as an exercise so that you can practice this method of putting the S sound at the beginning of a word. The first word is going to be stop. You can see it on the screen right now. First, you will start by pronouncing a really long S sound in front. All right, so repeat after me. Stop. All right, now we're going to shorten it a little bit. You will say stop. Now shorten it a little bit more until it sounds almost normal. Stop. Repeat one more time. Stop. And now you shorten it completely to what it sounds like normal. Stop. Stop. Now, repeat that. Good. Now, one of the things is that normally when you make the stop error, it's when it's part of a sentence. So let's put it in a sentence and then repeat after me. Imagine that you're in a taxi and you tell the taxi, please stop here. So repeat that. Please stop here. Now let's make it a little shorter. Please stop here. Repeat one more time. Please stop here. Good. Now let's do it as if it were normal. Please stop here. One more time. Please stop here. All right, so that's the first word. The next word is going to be school. All right, so let's make a short sentence. I like school. Please repeat. I like school. All right, now let's make it a little bit shorter. I like school. One more time. I like school. All right, good. Now let's repeat it one more time, but with a normal S sound at the beginning. I like school. Repeat one more time. I like school. All right, very good. Now let's do one more word. Let's do spaghetti. Right? Let's put it at the beginning of the sentence also. So we can say, spaghetti is my favorite food. Okay, now repeat after me. Spaghetti is my favorite food. Okay, one more time. Spaghetti is my favorite food. All right, now let's repeat it immediately. Let's go to the normal sound. Just focus on saying that S at the beginning. Spaghetti is my favorite food. Repeat one more time. Spaghetti is my favorite food. All right, now I'm pretty sure you're doing fine at home, but what I want you to take from this exercise is that when you write something and then you're reading to someone else, or when you're focusing on this mistake to try to improve it, make sure that you really focus on putting that S sound at the beginning of every word that starts with S and then has a consonant. Like I said, it's a really simple exercise, but it might take you a year. All right, guys, today's expression is twist someone's arm. So let's have here, twist someone's arm. Okay, that is today's expression. And literally, of course, twisting someone's arm would mean to take his arm and twist it, but that's not really what you mean when you say that. What you mean is that you convince someone of whatever you want them to do. All right? When you twist someone's arm, you convince them to do something that they originally didn't want to do. Right? For example, if you are in a business meeting and they don't want to sell their company, but you gradually give them the benefits that they're going to obtain, and at the end, finally, they agree with you and they say, okay, let's sell the company. I think it's the best thing. Then you have successfully twisted their arm into agreeing with you, right? They originally didn't want to do them, but then you convinced them to do it. So it doesn't involve any violence, but it does involve a lot of convincing. So next time somebody doesn't agree with you, why don't you try twisting their arm? All right, guys, now let's go over a recap. Remember that in order to get over it, you should start with an exaggerated S sound at the beginning of a word, and then gradually, as you keep focus on this mistake, you should shorten the S sound until it sounds just like a native speaker's. Now we have a message from our sponsor. Si usted conoce una persona que necesita mejorar el idioma inglés, o si quiere continuar practicando y mejorando su idioma, no hay un mejor instituto para la enseñanza del idioma inglés que esté más garantizado que Progressive English Services. Puede contactar a Progressive English en la página web www.pes.com.do o al teléfono 809-732-5150. Now, I would like to invite you, right? If you're watching the video for the first time, it's your first time seeing El Mejor Inglés, please subscribe, right? There's a button right there, I think bottom right, subscribe button. Make sure to hit that button so you don't miss any other episodes. Otherwise, please like this video, comment on this video, and share it on your social media if you liked it, all right? Because we would love to keep doing more and more useful stuff. Remember also that there's a comment section down below. And if you want to see something new, if you want to join the conversation, definitely leave a comment so that you can be a part of the community for our English learners. Remember that we have our first live show next week. April 28th at 7 p.m. is our first live show, and if you would like to join that conversation, you have to be here before 7 p.m. Don't miss it. It's the first time that you get your shot at live writing questions on the chat that's going to appear to the right of the video, right? This area here with the other videos now it's going to be a chat box, and you'll be able to type in your comments, and if we like your question, we're definitely going to answer it. Thank you very much for watching this show. It's been a pleasure to have you here for these couple of minutes, and as usual, this show wouldn't be possible without you guys. When you have a consonant cluster. Okay, maybe the name sounds really long, but in any case, what's up?
I thought you jumped towards why does this happen to Spanish speakers? So.
Oh, I was, okay, it's sent and it's midnight, I have to go to bed. Do I walk away? I don't walk away.
We don't do it anymore.
Okay.